We should be recording. So that was back. So that was back when I had my car completely wrapped.
Let me ask you a question. This was before the accident.
That was before the accident.
And this was before your gimbal.
That was before my gimbal. That was not shot with my gimbal. That was shot with a friend's gimbal who actually turned me on to the StreamYard.
Yeah, that was pretty shaky. Did you tell him the next time you do a video of my car, try to keep it still?
Well, that was with an SLR camera, but not on one of the SLR gimbals, and that's what makes it a little different. Is being able to get it on
it's all over the place. You could have done better just using your phone.
Well, and we did have one like that as well.
Yeah.
But when I was looking for it, I've got a really cool intro, but but you're asking me a lot of questions, and I'm like, we need to get this on the air. So here, check this out. So, folks, for y'all that are just tuning in, this is Rory Saunders. He's with Title. As you know, realtors do a lot of business with a lot of different title companies, and Rory's one of my favorite ones, simply because they show us how to do all these fun tools on the internet. It's part of why I've gotten to do and increase a lot of what I've done with my stuff. And so, Rory, go ahead and tell my folks a little bit about yourself for today.
Oh, man, thanks for the awesome intro. Yeah, we do our best to help people do better in their business. I guess so. As a title company, yes, we do title work in the Metroplex. Alamo Title's unique position is we do title work in the entire country. As our parent company is part of F&F, whereas F&F is Alamo's part of the F&F family, so we get to we can cover the entire country. But our bread and butter, obviously, is territorially would be the Metroplex and DFW, right? So we help agents like yourself grow their business in all different types of avenues, right? Whether it be Google business setups or video or social media, coaching with just, how to use open houses to generate leads and just kind of different things like that. So whatever we're doing, the motive is to help you do better at what you do. So
I love it. So here's what I want to do. Simply because I did want to show up a little bit about what we can do as far as, when we talk podcast and streaming, this is considered a podcast, but we're doing it as a video.
Yeah.
And, you made mention of something like you'll have conversations with your people. Like, this is a podcast. We're just not recording it.
Right. You're having conversations with people during the day and you realize the progression of a conversation. You realize, like, we just had a podcast. We just had a valuable conversation between ourselves about issues that are going on in our business, and maybe even other things that more people would have benefited from, or even would have heard this. I mean, we're talking between as simple as things that happen in business, or things that are distractions from business, how we overcame certain distractions. And sometimes people need to see that, right? And see that other people struggle, but then other people overcome, and kind of the what in the house that we do in our business, right? Does that kind of make sense?
Exactly. Yeah, and that's kind of where, it's like the question I've got is like, you were asking, how do I do it, and where do we, what kind of lane are we in? And the thing is we're not really in a lane. What we're doing is we're trying to show who we are on a multifaceted level besides just a realtor, and for you, besides just as a title person.
Right. What aren't real estate agents or counselors?
Exactly.
Too, right?
Well, and the thing is I've been told that realtors are actually more like not so much financial advisors, but therapists, because we sit and listen to your problems. But unlike a therapist, we actually try to find a way for you to solve your problem, as opposed to letting you figure it out for yourself.
Right. You identify solutions to problems that a customer might have. When someone comes to buy a house, you identify the reason why. Is that right? It's like, I need to buy a house because my kitchen's too small and I have a massive family. All right.
Exactly.
So, the struggle them might be different. The
Or
next
you know
guy's
what? Or I need a bigger dining room area because we want to play D&D in there.
yeah.
Or
My
for you, maybe
is
you know
yeah. What is it?
or we need an extra, we need a bigger garage so that we can um dip
Yeah, yeah.
items,
The
not
car
dip
parts.
items. I still
I
think that is your show right there.
the dip
But
car parts. That's funny.
yeah, so what we could do, and this is where we get fun, because I know you were saying just a bit ago, how do we get Corey in on a podcast, right? I mean, that's what that was part of our conversation a little bit earlier.
Yeah, the thing is timing, right? So timing is huge, and Corey's a big car nut. I'm a car nut. What's funny is with cars, his lane, like where he's a fan of cars, is different than where I'm a fan of cars. So it's funny is that industry is so big. And there's all different types, right? So
Exactly.
it does like in our industry, right? I would say I need the next house I buy I'm going to buy a garage with a house attached to it, not a house with an attached garage. That's
Exactly.
kind of where I come from. I might need more room than that, but I'm going to find something that accommodates the things that I have, because the toys I have, the older I get, the bigger the toys get, um, I like to play big. I'd like the house
Exactly.
maybe on an airstrip, and not because I'd like to fly recreationally, but and I think what I'd like to do is have a hangar is at the end of the
No,
day.
and that's just
So
it. There's actually a house that I saw recently. The guy has a RV garage, and what he's got in it
wow,
is a Bentley, right? And he's got a media room inside his garage, which is kind of like, well, that's kind of a weird place to put it, unless that's where you spend your time. So it's like, for the right person, this is going to be great. And the
yeah,
view on this thing was absolutely amazing. I don't know that I've got one right here I could show you, but it's like, you hear people talk about, I want a house with a private drive. This house has got like a mile long private drive.
oh wow, you could do your warm up jog in the morning just for the driveway.
Exactly,
So
exactly. So hey, I did just send you a link to this
I saw the
this
link
actual. So if take that, forward that to Corey real quick, and say, if you're free, follow the link
right now.
right now. I just want to show you how fast and how fun this can be with your friend who's saying, I can't do it. I mean, this is amazing stuff. And the thing is, if people like this show, then they're going to watch again.
Let me see if he can. Can you click on that link real quick? I think he might be jury duty.
Oh,
That would be perfect.
so if he's in jury duty, this would be great, because he should be able to log in, because he's at home. You're on your PC. He should be able to log in from his phone.
I think so. I asked him to hit the link. The classes are really great. I get a lot of texts like these. The classes are really great. The classes are really great. We love the classes. We love the classes. I need them. It's like, the classes are great. If we can't start getting more contracts, we're gonna have to start charging for the classes. So we're never gonna charge for the classes, but I have to eat. So
Yeah, no, exactly. Well, and the thing is like, I want to go out and shoot videos with you guys.
yeah,
But
we
the
need to go
best
to
way,
like a new build or
but the,
something.
but the best way for me to shoot videos with y'all is going to be, hey, let's go to, if I want to take y'all to some places where I can get a listing.
Yeah, we could go to a new build, but again, that's just practice. We'd want to do
Well,
one where you have a listing to where
no,
you can showcase the listing, right?
yeah, we could do it with a new build easy enough. And heck, we can do it out here where I live. It's beautiful out here. What I mean is, like, if I do an open house, and here's what I've done before is like, and that's why I talk about this and why I want to put it on Twitch, because we're going to have our games. That's going to be for our gamers. But the thing with Twitch is, people will watch it for hours. And so I may have a conversation with you, and I may have a mortgage broker with me. And between the three of us, we have a brainstorming or a conversation that just kind of goes completely off of the house that we're on and into just a way of actually doing business that somebody who's listening who may just be a casual investor or may be looking for their first home or may already be in a home and going, you know what, I've got all this equity in my house, I don't know what to do with it. But then the conversation that you and I and another person are having, they go, wait a minute, now I need to get more information about that. And they go, and you can click on it and go, okay, now I see we're at 10 minutes and 32 seconds. Let's see where that conversation began. And they can rewind it after the fact and rewatch it. And that's when they go, okay, so that may be a 6-hour podcast that we did or 6-hour Twitch channel. But you go, okay, wait, the part that I want was at around the 10-minute mark. Let's roll back a little bit from there. And they can listen to that whole conversation. And now they go, okay, now I know.
Twitch, that sounds like a marathon.
Well, but that's like what we do on Tuesdays. Is we'll go in there and we'll be farting around before we actually do our show, and then we'll tear it down. And there's lots of content that's going on while we're putting it together and while we're taking it apart.
Yeah, I think you're at a level, and I know what you're talking about because the group of people that are on a Twitch and that are those like that demographic. And I'm talking about age groups and just typing like the demographic. I've seen guys on Twitch that are 17, 18 hours on Twitch.
Exactly.
But like some of and those people do have resources to buy or sell. I don't think they know why they should buy.
Well, they don't know that they can. It's like, and here's the thing is like, we're talking about what is it? We're video games. Video games, there's more money spent on video games than there are on any other entertainment combined.
And I get it, but so my son buys a video game at $80, right?
Yeah,
and they don't even give you a nice little CD anymore. It's just downloaded.
Yeah,
and so it's like I feel like to me in my generation, I was like, we're not exchanging anything. I'm giving you $80 for access to a game. And it goes onto a hard drive. But anyway, that's a different. So, but my son who's 19 that spends $80 on a video game can't buy a house, so he doesn't have the resources. Eventually, he might be able to. But okay, so that being said,
so he can't.
Right. So how do they equate? Like, if there's $10 trillion spent on video games during the year, right? But if they're spending $80 at a time from kids, that means there's 10 trillion kids bought, right, $1 game.
Yeah.
So I'm like, is there really that? You see what I'm saying? Like, how do they calculate the demographics of the people? Like, how much fortune is actually in the game? Is it the people that are selling the games, or is it the people that are
like, where does it come from?
Yeah, so like I said, a lot of those people are buying stuff, one, using parents' money or using like just the small amount of part-time income they have. They don't have. What percentage of those people actually have the money to do? I guess that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
1.1 billion in revenue.
1.1 billion in revenue in 2022. So that's 7% more than the year before.
Yeah, but they're just capturing children.
No,
right?
Because it's not just children that play it. And there's more to it. And then again, this is on Magic the Gathering. This isn't even on video games. This is just on gaming. So when you're saying, where does this money come from? There are cards that are worth anywhere from a few pennies to a few bucks to a few $100 to a few $1,000. There are people in New York that trade Magic. They trade the cards, but they've never played the game.
I see. Well, I guess what I want to know is, like, does that demographic of people, and I don't think it's generational, because there's people that are in our age group that game, right? And we have the money. We're not making money off gaming. We're just gaming, right?
We're just gaming, exactly.
And our what would you call it? What would, like, percentage of gamers that are wealthy? I'm just using Google right now and said, what percentage of gamers are wealthy? And it says, how many rich people? It looks like, no, this can't be right. It's 14,000 14,000 gamers make at least $100,000 a year playing video games.
Yeah.
I guess the rich, and here's like OS gamers, the rich people play video games.
Yeah.
Oh, here's what they're saying. It goes at least 50% of the people who play video games make at least 100,000 a year.
Yeah, but no, these
I
are
don't
the
know.
people that are playing. No, these are the people that are playing it for a living, right?
That are playing for a living.
Yeah.
So 14,000. So all right. So 14,000 people. There's more than 14,000 college athletes. It's not. That's a very small percentage of people who are earning money from playing video games. But are they equating into the Twitch accounts and things like that?
Well, no, that's like that's where this comes from. The top earners, you're talking about $118,000 playing video games. So the average is 56, 25th percentile is making 28. That's not a lot of money, 28. But if you're a kid, it is. And if you can start saving,
I was wondering if you went on Twitch and you had the one of the highest accounts on there, and you went on there and asked people on Twitch, would you buy a house if you thought you could? And they said yes. And then the second, like of them, which ones would actually qualify? Like how many of them would, one would qualify and one would do it? Like would buy a house. Like,
and then do they live near me?
And then do they live near me? Right.
Yeah. So I mean, like PewDiePie,
no,
40 million in revenue. Ninja.
No way.
Let's see here. How much do Twitch streamers make? No, and this is probably where Josh is going. I need to get on. He wants to make the money, and I'm like, I want in these guys' pockets. I want to go and show what a gamer house looks like.
Scroll down a little more. What's the highest earning Twitch streamers?
Wait, what did I do?
There we go.
I got all these pop-ups here. PewDiePie.
What is a PewDiePie?
That's his nickname. So like on like we're KWC gamers, and my Twitch channel is Rectorship. And Rectorship is just an anagram for Christopher, and a positioner station.
$40 million.
40 million. Ninja 25 million. Shroud 22 million Canadian. Tim the Tat Man 10 million. Nick Merckx 9 million. And then what is Twitch? Twitch was founded in 2011. It's here's what most people don't know is this is something
Amazon owns them.
Huh?
Amazon owns Twitch?
Amazon owns Twitch. So if you've got Amazon, you have access to Twitch. So once we get to where we can monetize, I'm going to go, hey, Rory, I want you to subscribe to my channel. And because I know you have Amazon Prime, it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe to my channel. So you can subscribe to my channel every month until you decide that you want to put out your own Twitch channel, at which point you still can't subscribe to your own channel, but I can subscribe to yours and you can subscribe to mine.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Now, here's what we're going to do, though, Rory, is like you and me, and I'm going to get all my other people that I have in my circle there. We're going to get together and we're going to all join in on my Twitch channel, and we're going to talk about the things that we do. And people are going to go, hey, this sounds like fun. I want to get a part of this group. And they're going to go, I want to buy a house. I want to make money buying a house. I want to have rental property. I want to make money off of rental property. I want to make sure that I don't get sued for it. So I want to make sure I got a good title guy. I want to make sure I'm paying the right price for it. So I want to make sure I'm getting a good mortgage guy. But moreover, anything else, people buy and do business with people they know, like, and trust. So if they're watching our Twitch channel, they go, hey, you know what? I like these guys. I feel like I know these guys. I mean, hell, when I first met Corey, like in real life, I'd been following him on Twitch, and he'd been following me. I'd been following him on Instagram and Facebook, and he'd been following me on Instagram and Facebook. And it's like we knew each other, yet we hadn't actually met yet. So we didn't have that awkward conversation trying to get to know each other
Oh,
because we
yeah,
all
the ice is broken. It's kind of the whole thing with the branding yourself. When they see you two places, you're everywhere, and they feel like they know you. I think we've run into that. We're like walking out, people think they know me when they don't
yeah.
really know me, but they think they know me because they see me everywhere. So I guess I'm not that famous, but some people they see me on Fridays, right? They see me on
Yeah.
Thursdays. They see me on my videos, on the videos that I do, so they think I'm everywhere.
Well,
And
they
I've
think
had
you're every.
people, old companies I used to work with have called me and they said, "Now you're just killing it on the internet, on these videos." I'm like, I don't really think I'm killing it at all. But the thing is, they see me in two places and they're like, "Hey, come work for us. You're everywhere. Everyone knows you." I'm going, "No, they don't. You
Is that,
do because you
but
saw
you
me.
do because you know me and you've seen me.
Yeah, you've
But
seen
that's
me." And so it's a um, it's a play on the mind. It's kind of funny, but
but that's the whole point. And unlike like with Facebook and Instagram, where you need to get new followers, with Twitch, you want to keep followers. So if I've got 50 people and all 50 of my people are talking to each other, well, then Twitch is going to start putting me in front of more people.
right. And if we're talking to each other and you're sharing my channel
And
on your
I'm sharing
channel,
your channel.
now we're cross-pollinating our audiences.
Exactly. And so and that's what they want is they want it. So if there's 50 of us and we're all on each other's channel at the same time, and
Mhm.
and that's the other thing. So you and Corey are talking about cars. And I know that you come on, your show is generally, like say I do mine on Tuesdays from 2 to 4, you do yours from 8 to 9, and we've got our KWC gamers that we do from 1 to 7. I can raid the KWC gamers channel, and then I can from the KWC gamers channel raid yours, and so people that tune into my channel are going to watch me, and then they're going to see the KWC gamers, and then they're going to see you. So they don't have to leave, they don't have to change channels, and it's like they're getting their own broadcast.
Well, like talk shows, we just need to make it entertaining. The thing
Yeah.
about title is there's nothing sexy or entertaining about title.
Well,
So,
there is if you don't get it done right.
well, then nobody does it right. I've watched other people on TikTok with their title stuff and going, "Dad, it's the worst." And I just like, I don't know if I could do it any better. And is the thing, but it's just like, there's nothing interesting. The only
Well,
thing
no.
interesting about title business is claims, and nobody wants to talk about claims because that's bad news.
Well, no, the
So,
claims is bad news, and that's why you want to have a good title company so you don't have claims.
right, and I'll tell you about some. I mean, there's always been, um, there's always bad situations. There's always will be bad situations, right? There's a
Yeah.
reason why. There's a reason why the Texas guarantee fee exists. Uh, oh man, excuse me, I did it on live stream.
It's all right.
I yawned. Edit that out in post.
No, there is no post.
It has to be a post.
So now you got to roll for initiative. We're going to go to
So
damage now. You're,
we
you're
go to
being
go to
attacked. You're being attacked by the strange monster that makes you do that.
we can't do the let's go to commercial. Let's go to commercial. It's like
Well, and we
no.
and we can go to commercial, but that's going to be like where we go. Okay, we're going to play another bumper, and that's the other thing is like I can take this show. We're now almost to 25 minutes. I can take this and I can run this for my break tomorrow during our broadcast, so that I can go off and visit the facilities, grab something to eat, wash my hands, all that fun stuff. And then come back and know that I've got a 25-minute commercial that's going to be right in the middle of my playing D&D with Josh or playing board games or whatever it is that we happen to be doing at the time that this shows up again.
Well, I think I really like this format, and it makes it easy. The only thing that's going to make this tricky with someone on the other side is getting them mic'd up properly, and I think miking is like one of the most important pieces of it.
Well, and from all of it, it's like what, people will watch a bad video if they like the audio, and but it could be information they want to hear, but if the audio is bad, they're not going to watch it.
Yeah,
Because
And so that's why like these mics are nice, but these are better. They have so these are like the one you have now.
yeah.
They have a version. It's like the step up from this. It's like a legit like lapel mic, and they're a little more expensive, but they're bulkier, right? But they, 1,500 feet length and all of that, and it hooks up to like the real cameras and stuff. I got these because they were
real cameras. Like, are you talking about like the Mevo? Because this is I guess it's $100 ripsaw, not ripsaw. Keo.
this hooks up to like DSLRs and those like high def cameras. Like
Okay,
it
so
has
this one
it comes
will
with a monitor adapter. So like it comes with a monitor adapter.
Oh, that's fun.
So like I could plug in headphones into this, and I could have a monitor so it comes into here off the mic, so I could hear myself to make sure the mic's on, right?
Oh,
so it comes with the the cattails, right?
Yeah, I've got those.
And it comes with 2 mics. And what's great about this one, 2 channel. It's not just
like 2 channel instead of just the one.
1 channel, right? So the other one's a little better. These are the Vimo something. Anyway, but so if someone else on the other side, like you have a good mic, if my mic sounds good to you, it's a decent mic, right? So everyone's good. But if someone on the other side who's a guest speaker doesn't have a decent mic, then that's where we kind of run into quality issues, right?
That's where we go. I'm sorry, Bill, we're losing you there. It looks like you're in the wind and you don't have your cattail on. So
we're gonna
we'll tune back in when you get that fixed. We're having technical difficulties.
And the only thing is, and the reason that I got this one too, which is this has the little receiver thing that it clicks on the side. It just kind of mounts in there. Anyway, the reason I got it is this is USB-C, which USB-C mounts into like MacBooks. It mounts into like the computer that I have here. All the computers are using USB-C, right?
Yeah.
Android has USB-C, but it won't mount to the iPhone even with an adapter. And I bought an adapter.
But the USB-C won't?
Yeah, it only does charging. It doesn't do it's for charging only.
Oh wow.
It's not a data one, so it won't transfer that. So it kind of stinks because now
you can't use that with your iPhone?
But and there's an iPhone version of the mic.
Oh, okay.
But it's like I want to be able to hook this mic up to a computer. It wasn't for right. You kind of like it's not for just that. So I
get it. I mean, like this mic, I can hook up to a computer. I can hook up to a laptop. I can hook up to my phone. Now, granted, because it's got the TRSS.
Yeah. So
or TRRS.
So I keep this one. This one stays with the iPhone.
Yeah.
And this is like $40 mics, nothing. So that's kind of where I'm at with it.
Well, hey, since we're talking about microphones, and I got Josh over here, I'm going to bring him on.
Yeah, do it. I'll show you something.
Mostly because we couldn't get Corey, so I'm going to go ahead and add Josh. Josh is actually in our studio.
I am.
Can you hear Corey, Josh? Rory, Josh?
I can.
All right, Rory, you've got the floor.
All right. Do you want me to show you these mics that I?
Are you going to share a screen?
Bosch. Is it Camfosh? Is it Camp Bosch? Is the PH makes it F or is it separate?
Oh, I might have misspelled it. No, there's no H, it's B.
I'm just. Oh, okay. Okay, got it. I was just messing with you. Oh, all right. Komika. All right, I'm going to show you his mics, if that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to hit present, share screen. Share screen. I'm going to do...
All right, I see it. I'm going to add it to the stream.
Well, this is the mics that I just picked up, which are these right here. I got the S ones, but
I'm going to make this bigger.
This is the mic, this one here, if you can see, they're not quite DJI mics, but the price point is much better than DJI. It's not.
Yeah.
See, 125, and they has
That's not bad.
these receivers, right? So you can get these hook up to you see how they hook to the camera, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're USB-C. I think that they have. It says it hooks up for iPhone too, but it didn't. I swear, when I looked it up, it doesn't. It's not going to do it.
Maybe it's a different adapter.
The ones that I got could be this one. I wonder if it's this one. If I got this adapter, okay, it must be this adapter. But okay, so this won't work either because this won't work. It'll work on a DSLR, but it's not going to work on going from. And it's not going to work. Let me show you.
Yeah. So is that
the ones that I got?
Oh, that's crazy that the mic doesn't work for your.
That I have. This is the version. I have this. This is the C version. Right? See, the USB version is $30. So, and then they make higher end versions, right? This is compared to the DJI, but it's a little cheaper. But it's kind of like the one you have, right? It's this one has the wired piece. I think for value purposes, these are, to be honest, pretty good. They're a little less expensive. I've been happy with how mine's worked, and it's the one I'm using now. And no one is. I went and did a video last week where I was talking about the difference. What a quick claim deed is. People always say quick claim deed, QUICK, right?
Yeah.
It is not a quick claim deed. It's a quit claim deed. You're quitting. You're not quicking. So anyway, I said I did a video where I was outside and there was a train that runs by my house, and it ran by, and I was using the microphone to do the video, and it was you couldn't even hear the train, which was weird because you could hear the birds chirping and you could hear me talking, but you couldn't hear the train go by. And that's how the noise cancellation.
Well, it also has to do with the type of microphone.
Yeah. Can you hear my dogs barking right now?
I can't.
I can't.
Can you hear my dogs barking? No,
I cannot.
But
if you look at
they're not.
If you look at the mic in front of Josh.
Hmm?
If you look at the mic that's in front of Josh,
right?
Rory,
That's a good mic.
So that one we can actually tell it whether we want it to be a cardioid microphone or a
podcast mic
condenser.
Well, no, but there's two different kinds. So the snowball
is dynamic condenser.
So it gets everything around the room. Whereas the microphone that Josh has in front of him, if you're not directly underneath the point of that microphone, it doesn't hear you.
So that's a dynamic. There's a dynamic condenser mics, right? So there's and then those condensers take a fan, which you have to hook up, and I have 6 mics that are the sound when you can just get really far away, that picks up everything like a boom mic, and it takes a whole set. And you really have to use one of those inside a sound room. It gets a good sound, but it's bad for podcasting. I think the sound the one that Josh has is.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing is, and what a lot of people don't know about
at this point, I told you all I need is this, and it's as long as I have that.
That's all you need to run that's all you really need to run a podcast. I mean, the studio is nice, and that doesn't even need to be soundproof because those microphones you can point right at your face, and you're not going to hear the people hooting and hollering in the background, unless you happen to be using the microphone on your computer as well. But Josh, you could. I'm sorry. Rory, you could come to our office and do it up Josh, can you point the camera around over there?
I can. It's all torn down right now. And
just give me
a second, but what do you want me to show?
Just give me an idea as to what the room looks like.
Okay.
I mean, this is like there's an
Oh,
insane amount of money in this room. Hey, show him the Roadcaster.
oh, you got the Roadcaster?
There's a Roadcaster Pro 2. And no, we don't have it. That's at the office. This is, I mean, there's a lot of money in this.
That's
And so
$1,500.
that's like why we're playing
Roadcaster,
with
and then
it.
we have the ATEM here to change scenes.
Let me ask you this: on the Roadcaster, like because it's a bundle, right? So is the bundle worth the bundle with the headphones, or should you just piece it together and get good stuff? You see what I'm saying?
It's almost, well, that's like when you buy audio equipment. Is it better to buy it all together? Or is it better to buy a bundle? Well, it depends on your price point and your technicality or your
My thought is those mics that come with the Roadcaster and the headphones and the mics are not that good because it's a bundle, right? That's my thought, but I don't know. You tell me. Is it worth it? Is that mic you're on, Josh? Is that from the Roadcaster?
Yeah, that's a Roadcaster, and it's a good mic. I mean, I've got my Marantz that I put up against it, and it's actually better than the Marantz. And the Marantz,
I just want to make sure that I think the cheapest I've seen the Roadcaster for a 4 setup is $1,300.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're like, if you got 4 people to go in with, and it's just $300, $400 a piece, right? It's $400 a piece minimum.
Well, I mean, I could see someone like you and Corey getting together and maybe doing something like that. And one of your
garages. I would tell them we
but
wouldn't.
I'm thinking you'd be happier. I mean, y'all are out doing stuff out and about most of the time, anyways. I'm thinking something like this StreamYard where you can do it from wherever. I mean, Josh just is in on his phone.
Yep.
So you could be at your son's game.
So wait, Josh, right now you're on your phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
And but you're using the mic too?
No.
He's just got the mic there.
I could very easily, but everything's turned off right now.
Okay, so if you would have to plug your phone, which you can't really, you'd have to have like the adapter, right? So on the iPhone.
No.
The Roadcaster uses Bluetooth. So if I had it turned on, I could very easily plug everything in and connect to my phone using Bluetooth.
That's
and then
really
we get
good.
the sound effects and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
So the Roadcaster is like, that's legit equipment then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's Bluetooth and
I don't know. It sounds cheap.
Well, if you're worried about the mic, I mean, if you've already got microphones and you're going, do I want to get the Roadcaster? It comes with 2 mics. You can put in 4.
When I was like, it comes with 4. That's what's $1,300. I think it may be what $900 for the two version.
The one we've got has 2, and it came with headphones, I think. And again, I didn't buy it. I don't know. There's show them the thing on the wall, the 3 different backdrops.
Just the Roadcaster itself is $699.
The green screens, they're not set up to where you can use them right now.
Go ahead. What? Yeah, so you can see they're still rolled up there. But I mean, we're going all out for this room. And I'm going to pull Johnny Carson where Josh is going to be my Ed McMahon. And I'm going to sit down behind my pseudo desk and probably just have people sit down and talk to him. Are you still there, Rory, or did we lose? Oh, you're still there. I see your eyes.
You guys are like set.
Well, yeah, but I don't always want to drive down to the office.
They have the Roadcaster. There's a delay. You might have a delay on my end.
I think I'm not sure if it's on your end or my end.
Internet.
Are you on Wi-Fi or you logged it or straight in?
All right, here we go. Yeah, I'm on Wi-Fi. So Roadcaster Pro 2, 4 mics, 4 headphones with 4 stands, not the boom stands, but this is $1,079.
Okay.
So that's a easily. What you so. Well, heck, say I'm down. We could do whatever. I can't do 7-hour podcasts, but
No, I'm not
I can
expecting
do
you
it.
to.
I can do a
But like,
structured.
but you and Corey, heck, let me know next time y'all are both in completely separate places, and we can set something like this up.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'd like to. I'd like to do something with somebody. I don't want to do one on my own. By myself.
No, it's not. I've tried doing them on my own, and it's like it sounds either scripted, rehearsed, or it's not natural. It just doesn't flow. Whereas when you've got somebody else, it's easy enough to go ahead and go, well, we're having a conversation versus we're having a podcast.
Yeah. No,
And
I like that.
And that's
it. You need to have a Conan and an Andy.
Exactly.
That's more my generation. You said Carson and Ed McMahon. So
Ed McMahon, or our Arsenio Hall and the man, I forget his name.
Oh, he had a sidekick.
Yeah, he was in the band.
But I guess that's how the Roots with what's his face, Jimmy Fallon and the Roots guy.
Yeah.
He has the guy with the glasses on the side. That
Paul Schaefer and Jay Leno. No, not Jay Leno.
Letterman. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm down. Like, if you do Tuesdays, we do them at the office on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
So we could dial in like this. We don't necessarily have to all be together.
Exactly. And that's where we're working on getting on Twitch. There's a guest star function that we can play. That's going to work kind of like this. I mean, I love StreamYard because of how clean it looks. We can't afford it yet, so we're looking to get one of our partners to help pay for it. But I mean, again, how much was it per year we figured out, Josh?
Somewhere around 100, 109.
Yeah, so it's not that much.
For the month or the year?
For the year.
And how much does it cost? I mean, what is that doing?
So that gets you, I think, 6 cameras plus multiple people. Like, and when I say 6 cameras, it's like where Josh is in the studio. We could have 6 cameras and have them all run through StreamYard. And so one of them would be through the ATEM, which allows us to do all these presets. Basically, it allows us to go. We could actually film something along the lines of a sitcom. Yeah. Laugh tracks and music and everything.
Mm-hmm. That's over my head. I tell people I want to just create content.
No, we're just and that's just it. We're having fun playing. And so when your guy says, well, I need this, I need that, I need the other, it's like, no, all you need is somebody to bounce
I only play one game. I only play one game.
So Josh plays your game. Rory, tell Josh what game you play because I always get it wrong.
Oh, Warzone. I play
Yeah. I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, I know there's other similar versions, but the only one I really play is Warzone.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll probably play a game a day. They change things, and there's several games in there, but I have some friends that I play with, and so we just have fun playing.
Exactly.
I've Twitch streamed it a bit. The problem with the Twitch is on my screen when you live stream it on Twitch, it makes the screen smaller, so it makes it harder to.
It doesn't have to.
So yeah, you're doing a screen recording or like sharing your screen through Twitch. I do a game capture, and it just captures the game, not my computer screen, and it doesn't affect your screen at all.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you can still have the conversations, and they still go on live.
Because I see chat that comes up.
So I have a second monitor where I have my stream lab set up, which is what I'm doing that through.
You're a computer guy.
Kind of. I have a laptop that has an HDMI port.
I'm the computer guy.
I see.
So I'm good enough with computers to where I can do them. But
you use a controller, or you
keyboard and mouse?
You're keyboard mouse guy. Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm old school.
When I have to, there are some games that like require it pretty much, but there's only one game that I can get my controller to work on, so that's the only game I use it for.
Mm. Yeah, I was a gamer as a kid, but then my kids turned me on to Warzone, and I really liked it, and so it was like this is a grown-up version of Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it better.
I don't like battle royales. I play Overwatch as my main game,
Okay.
and it's cartoony, but it's also real enough to where it's like a good mix, in my
So
opinion.
I'm starting to get into the. I need to figure out how to get to where I can actually play Overwatch without having to go through all these tutorials, because the tutorials drive me nuts.
I think
Not
that's the
all,
hard
just that
Okay,
one.
Warzone.
this is Christopher. Do you know how to play Overwatch?
Well, I played with you and I was kicking butt.
You were playing against bots. I would go through the tutorial.
Okay.
You're playing against bots. I would
The worst thing on I guess on Warzone was, and I watched a guy on TikTok that I finally figured out that you can tune your gear to, and there's like settings that are like aim assist settings. I didn't know, and I was getting slaughtered by everybody. And then finally I was like watching him and doing settings and Googled some stuff, and I can tune my weapon to where like it does better with recoil and stuff. And so I got better. So I'm in the like top 25 on battle royales whenever I get there. But resurgences, they got resurgences and they got different things that got going on. But I haven't really been introduced to any other games. So
yeah.
So I haven't figured out how to do those editing my settings yet either, like that.
To put it in perspective, I'm almost I'm really close to the top 500 in the U.S. of Overwatch right now. If I were able to continue playing competitive, I would probably be top 500 right now.
You should go for it. You're only young one.
I could. I'm trying to. That's why I want to get a house sold, so I can get a computer that can connect to the internet a little better and actually go for that push.
Interesting.
But my computer's having trouble, so I can't.
Interesting. Well, man, it's 3:30. I gotta bounce, but man, it's been fun. Thanks for showing me this. I'm gonna have to.
Thanks for joining us. We'll be able to run this tomorrow at my 2:00 spot. So
yeah, and just my mic sounds good. Does it sound podcasty enough, or do I need to get?
It sounds good to me. I think we had a little bit of sound issues a little bit therein. I'm not sure how that's going to sound once this has been recorded, because it records it from the Wi-Fi. So I don't know if it's going to catch it, because sometimes it does. It sometimes doesn't sound as great while you're live, but it does at the end when the computer when the cloud has a chance to clean it up.
Well, let me know. I'd like to hear it. So,
yeah. So this should be broadcast Tuesday at 2.
Cool. Well, dial in. I'll put it on my things to do.
Sounds good. Yeah, and share it with people.
We'll see how it goes.
All right.
We gotta let's go find a house to do video in.
We should. Well, and now that we've got Josh where he's near a computer, we can do that a little bit easier. Yeah, just tell me a city. Let's go find one.
Go find a house.
I mean, I'd love to go do that $1 million home if we can get Betty to let us go do it.
I mean, I'll do it. It is nice to do $1 million homes. They show up better they do show up better on camera. You do a cheaper house, and it's like, yeah, this is a basic 3-bedroom, 3-bath, like starter home. Like, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, well, that's a good one. That's a good one to hang out and do a podcast at.
Yeah, we can do that. I got a couple calls to make, and we'll see you again. We'll do it Tuesday, tomorrow. Let's do it. I'll log in.
Sounds good. All right, I'll talk to y'all then.
All right, man. Catch you later. Bye.
All right, so I'm going to play the video to tune us out. Josh, you want to hang on for a bit?
I can. I'm tearing down this room, and I need to go home and stream Hollow Knight. Well, I got to shoot. So.
Well, hey, I liked how this went from 3 people to 2 people quite nicely, and I didn't have to hit a button.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to do this so that those of the people that are watching at home know that they can find us. They can find me and more about how to invest in real estate at realestatesoloK.com. That's going to be my webpage. But we do a weekly broadcast from the office where we talk about and do play games. Tell us a little bit about that, Josh.
So, like what we're doing tomorrow?
Yeah, what are we doing tomorrow?
We come up here to the office in this lovely studio that I'm in and hang out, use some of the equipment, and I mean, we talk about everything from Bing to Overwatch to other just random topics.
But what are we doing tomorrow? I mean, I know we need to go over our calendars a little bit, but other than that,
on stream, you're gonna catch me making a live edited video of just the snapshot of all the equipment that we have around here.
okay.
You will also have Christopher kind of recording his same live editing of his Price is Right podcast.
That's right. That's what this is. So
Mm.
we'll have this. This should be in the can for us to actually go and reuse over and over again for our breaks until we can get some more to add into it. You may get to see this one a few times, but after that,
Yeah.
it should be fun. And I went ahead and did this with all the glory of my books behind me instead of hiding it behind a fake screen like I normally do.
Mm-hmm.
But Josh, what's the best way for the folks to reach us?
You don't have the link tree down here, do you?
I don't know that I've got the link tree on this one. We can probably add it. We're just recording this one. We're not. It's not live.
The link tree is probably going to be the easiest way. If not, go over to twitch.tv/KWC Gamers, KWC Gamers. And the link tree will be there. That'll have all of our information, all of our contacts. It'll have our individual emails and websites down in that description below as well. For the fastest, any sort of question or anything you have about real estate, you can go ahead and give me a call at 214-864-8057. And other than that, the Discord or the Twitch are going to be the easiest ways to reach out.
Oh, I need to get the Discord handle somehow in here as well. And what's that?
It's in the link tree.
Okay, in the link tree. And, mine is the same that's on the side of the car, which is 469-626-8545. And I'm going to go ahead and we're going to have my shaky video play us out. That's all I got, John.